Hello, boys and girls. So this is going to be the first article that we are going to read to you guys. As you can see at the top, we have three things that we're going to be looking for in these articles. And the first one's going to be problem, second one's going to be claim, and the third one's going to be evidence and reason.
So when you go through the article, when we're reading it, you guys can either highlight what you think the problem, claim, evidence, and reason are, or you can write it down. You don't have to hand this in or anything. It's just for you guys to see that the information is there.
Okay, so we're going to switch on and off. So here we go. How does composting help the environment? Compost is known for being an environmentally friendly choice when it comes to recycling. But you may be wondering exactly how it helps the environment. There are several reasons why we should be participating in composting. These include
Reduce landfill size. The modern world has a serious waste problem, and people are continuously looking for ways to reduce their impact. So you guys can see that we highlighted in red the modern world has a serious waste problem because that's our problem that we're dealing with. So
think about
that's why
that,
we did that.
and think about that when you go into your article.
Yeah. And then composting is one way we can do this. Rather than adding our organic waste such as vegetable scraps and plant trimming to regular landfills, we can take this matter and recycle it through composting. This way, garbage isn't at a landfill and is now being decomposed in the soil. The composting process is natural and will reduce the amount of waste that is sitting in the landfills. So again, we highlighted in blue our evidence and reasoning, and then in green we highlighted what the claim is that this article is trying to make.
Okay, so here we go again. You can see that we highlighted again right here, and we already went over that, so I'm just going to read you the rest of the article. Reduces pollution. By composting organic waste as opposed to sending it to a landfill, we are also reducing pollution. When organic matter sits in a landfill, it naturally begins to decompose. This process, however, is not clean, as it is mixed in with too much other rubbish, and this creates an environment that lacks oxygen. Without airflow, this organic matter produces methane gas as it decomposes. Methane gas is much more potent than carbon dioxide, can have a detrimental impact on the environment. When we dispose of organic matter through compost, we do so in a clean manner that does not emit these negative gases into the atmosphere.
All right, so the next paragraph is feeds the soil. Good soil is required to grow plants, including the fruit and vegetables that we eat. As we continue to produce food, we keep taking from the environment. Compost is a way to give back and ensure that the soil has the required nutrients to keep the ecosystem running effectively. It balances out the cycle. We take natural products from the earth, breaking them down, and return them to the soil. This entire process minimizes our impact and helps the environment. So we stopped highlighting claims, evidence, and problems, but they're still in there. So if you guys see them, you can jot them down, or you can just take a mental note, highlight them, whatever helps you.
Okay. Reduces the need for chemicals. Compost is a natural fertilizer. If we use this in our gardens and on our crops, it reduces the need for other fertilizers that are likely to contain harmful chemicals. This natural substance is extremely rich in nutrients, containing a whole range of things: potassium, phosphorus, sorry if I said that wrong, nitrogen, that aid in the growth of plants. By minimizing our use of chemical fertilizers, we can minimize the harmful impact they are having on the environment. One particular problem is chemicals finding their way to water sources and contaminating them. Chemical fertilizers tend to cause a certain type of algae to grow, which reduces the amount of oxygen in the water. This impacts life in the water, making it difficult for fish and other animals to survive.
All right, and the next paragraph is improving the health and structure of soil. Compost is hugely beneficial when it comes to the health of the soil. It helps to manage the water levels, making soil better able to retain moisture, but also creating a natural drainage system. Dry soil is not good to place to grow plants. Yet it is a common issue. When soil gets too dry, a wax layer forms that creates a type of barrier. This prevents water from soaking in. Compost has microbes that can break through this layer, helping it absorb water once again.
A natural pesticide. Compost is a good stopper of weeds and other pests, yet it doesn't contain the chemicals that many pesticides do. It helps to stop weeds from growing, creating more space and nutrients for plants. This provides them with the environment they need to flourish.
Right. Improving the ecosystem. Soil is a part of a complex ecosystem with many different components playing a particular role. Soil, worms, microbes, and plants that all live together in this food cycle. And the compost helps to enhance the process and support this balance. It is effective in creating an environment where all of these things can exist and operate functionally.
Preventing erosion. This use is not widely known, but composting has been used to prevent soil erosion. When mixed with soil, it can support the structure and help it from falling away. For the same reason, compost has also been used to construct new wetland areas.
All right, covering landfill. Compost has been used to cover landfills. While this will not help much in the decomposition process when materials like plastic are involved, it can help to support the soil around it and block out odors of decomposing wastes.
And if you guys want to read more, you can just click on this article right here. It goes a little bit more in depth. We just took out the major parts that would apply to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this article.